Welcome to The Good Side, a half hour of positive, feel-good stories that we hope will leave you inspired. They're told by a team of passionate journalists from local newsrooms all across the country.
I can't imagine a life without singing. It brings joy to my life.
And some say it boosts brain power too. This chorus is blending voices from different backgrounds, creating a melody that keeps their minds, hearts, and souls in perfect harmony. And a dynamic duo, besties who knew it the moment they met. The story behind their special bond and what we can all learn from the friends who beat the odds and are now melting hearts.
Even if they stumble and they fall down, it doesn't, deter them from getting back up.
And later, you'll find him in a chef's apron now, but he's walked in others' shoes before. He hopes his meals share a message.
I'm with you on this, and don't give up, The best is yet to come.
The Good Side starts right now. Hey there, I'm Debra Alfarone. Lots of people want to know how to keep their brains in tip-top shape. A chorus in Nashville, Tennessee is convinced the key to maximum brain power can be found in just plain belting it out. The Good Side's Tracy Cornett is taking notes.
They rehearse on Monday nights in a church near Belmont University.
Take your hand, do what I do.
To perform at the Skirmerhorn alongside the Nashville Symphony.
It's a really, really involved, dedicated group of people.
Members of the adult symphony chorus range from 22 to over 75 and re-audition regularly to ensure their voices and brains stay sharp.
From an intellectual standpoint, yeah, there's sight reading is no joke.
Some singers take extra measures.
And I also take voice lessons because as women especially get older, their vocal apparatus goes.
Retired doctor Carla Davis is turning 78. Dwayne Hamilton is 73.
It's rigorous. It's a sport, yeah. And so you have to prepare your body.
Glory. He's a former disc jockey turned long-haul truck driver. Both believe singing at this level in this community literally gives them life.
I can't imagine a life without singing. It brings joy to my life.
Dr. Chris Nixon says singing in the symphony chorus for 25 years has helped him face his fears.
I have terrible stage fright, so it's difficult to sing in front of people.
The retired doctor, now studying cancer cells for a national reference lab, spends 2.5 hours a week working on his music. Research shows these singers are on to something, challenging the brain, learning new things with purpose in a social setting activates all areas of the brain, so much so it can pause dementia.
The strongest neural connections are the ones that bring us joy, the ones that we want to revisit every day.
Chorus director Tucker Biddlecombe sees the evidence of this magical mix of brain food.
We are strengthening the neurons and the synapses that are supposed to be strong, and we're weakening the ones we want to get rid of.
The associate dean of Vanderbilt's Blair School of Music may know technique, tone, and time signature, but even he may not know about this particular timing.
Can I tell you something? I lost my brother, older brother, 4 days ago. Oh. He was the one who got me into choral music. And there are moments in this rehearsal where I have to kind of stop and take it because it just touches me. It hits me where I need to be.
The power of music, as science suggests, helping build the brain and perhaps even heal the body, mind, and soul.
This is a soothing balm for my heart right now.
Just beautiful. From seasoned performers to a hot sauce inspired by more than just flavor, we want you to meet a young entrepreneur fueled by a fiery determination to beat the odds. Steve Harris caught up with him about his latest feat.
Trilogies are usually never a good idea. I mean, the first one's usually good, and then they kind of go downhill after that. Think Jaws, right? Well, The hot sauce trilogy, well, now that's an exception. Check it out. I met Drew Davis in February of 2023. He was a straight-A student who'd gotten a B- on a high school business project.
So I went up and asked the teacher like anybody would, and he said, I thought it was a great idea, just maybe a little unrealistic.
And because of that, Drew started his own company, Crippling Hot Sauce. It's a name he put a lot of thought into. You see, Drew was born with cerebral palsy.
What I always try to explain to people is there's a lot of difference in the word crippled and crippling. Crippling is more like an expression. Crippled is a derogatory term.
My second story on Drew was 2 years later when his company had really grown.
We did $2 million this year.
Donating $22,000 to cerebral palsy research. So, now for part 3.
When I was younger and got that bad grade on the school project, my only goal was to prove that teacher wrong. But as I got older, I became more ambitious. And I realized my real goal, once again, which was to empower as many people with disabilities as possible.
Drew renamed his hot sauce Stacked.
When the odds are stacked against you, stack the odds in your flavor.
And created his own nonprofit.
The Limitless Foundation, which is my foundation that funds the dreams of other disabled dreamers.
He's accomplished so much at just 20 years old, but he's not done yet. With the help of his team, Drew became
the youngest disabled Ironman duo in the world.
After competing in the Ironman Texas North American Championship, Drew's cousin towed him in a kayak for a 2.4-mile swim, then pulled him on a 112-mile bike ride and pushed him on a 26.2-mile run.
But that's what it's all about. With family, with friends, everything is possible.
We were all stoked. I mean, it was a 17-hour day. We've been up early, but seeing them cross the finish line, I think I can speak for everybody who saw it. It's inspirational.
And that is Drew's mission.
I really want future generations of people with disabilities to have a better life than I've had. And that's a tall task because I've had a great life.
You can say that again and again.
And maybe even again. Just incredible. Well, ahead on the good side, Han is a dog with an unusual hobby.
It just makes people smile, so I want more people to see him. Like, he makes people happy.
Forget fetch. This fella right here, well, he has a need for speed. You're watching The Good Side. Look at him. We'll be right back. Welcome back to The Good Side. A dog and a cat are going viral for being besties. The two met at an animal shelter, and they soon became inseparable. It turns out they have more in common than they don't. And now, these best friends are roommates, too. Do you like good news? 1-year-old Blueberry is a dog of few words. Her love language, wrestling.
She loves to play and she loves to snuggle.
This is Meadow, her 10-month-old best friend, a cat, and now an adopted sister from another mister.
Meadow loves to explore a little. She's a little more independent, but Blueberry goes where Meadow goes.
You might think, okay, a cat and a dog are BFFs, cute. But here's what nobody expected. The thing that brought them together isn't just friendship, it's what they both lost.
So they both came in with wounds to their extremities and that required amputations.
Lori Jenkins is the assistant director at Last Chance Animal Rescue in Waldorf, Maryland. The rescue also runs a vet hospital. One day, hospital manager Lauren Webb got a call.
We gotta help this dog. It's Christmas Eve. We gotta pull out a miracle.
Blueberry was found on the street in bad shape. The hospital saved her life.
You could see in her eyes that she was a fighter.
A month later, Meadow was transferred from a shelter down in West Virginia.
She came in with leg issues, but also had upper respiratory.
But it wasn't until lunchtime a month later when the two best buds met.
Our babies that need extra love and extra care, we typically spend our lunch breaks snuggling and loving with them. And we had laid down a blanket on the floor.
Blueberry came out and Meadow came out and laid right on top of her, and they were together ever since.
It was magic.
When the two had healed up and were ready for adoption, Last Chance posted the pair on their Facebook page. The request, the two should be adopted together.
My partner Kevin was online scrolling on Facebook and saw a post from Last Chance Animal Rescue, and we also have a tripod cat. So he was like, Rachel, look at these And even though they had a lot of attention, we're like, let's just throw our hat in the ring, right?
It worked.
They will hang out together, they'll sleep together. They have been such great additions to the family.
We could not have asked for a better one.
The three-legged friends with an undeniable bond and an indomitable spirit.
Even if they stumble and they fall down, it doesn't, deter them from getting back up.
When you see her now, just making her family happy, how does that make you feel?
Unbelievably happy, because there were times when it was touch and go.
It's a story we may just need right now.
You hear bad news one week and worse news the next. It's nice to have kind of something that was a very sad story that has a happy ending, and to kind of see that there is hope.
Seeing past what we don't have to focus on what we've got. That story just warms my heart. Last Chance adopts out between 6,000 and 10,000 homeless pets a year. Plus, they offer low-cost vet care, and they say they hope that this story inspires more people across the country to foster and adopt pets. Well, from a dog and cat's unbreakable bond to a furry speed demon. While most pups are happy with a nice stroll around the neighborhood, well, Han prefers life in the fast lane. The Good Side's Lauren Korn takes us out on the road in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
She kicks the motorcycle alive, ready to ride. And so is he.
He's very laid back. He really just likes to be where I'm at, but he can have some energy when he wants to. You ready to go?
Meet Paige Prelado and her Doberman mix, Han.
He would be probably the other half of my soul.
The wind-chased pair cruise weekly through the Grand Strand, turning heads everywhere they go.
They normally just are in shock that he's on the back, and they just want all of his attention.
But Han only has eyes for Paige.
Okay, Han.
The vet tech adopting him at just 12 weeks old.
He came in as a surrender with a broken jaw.
By day, the two clock in at the clinic.
He goes and he helps new technicians learn new skills.
Then turn to riding for their shared escape.
So whenever he heard the bikes, he associated that with friends. So whenever the bikes showed up, his friends showed up, and he got to play and have fun. And he was not scared of the sounds. He was out there with everyone. Han, do you want to ride?
Paige capturing her bestie's excitement for the open road.
Do you want to go ride? We try and keep off the busier roads, places where he can enjoy it and we don't have to go too fast.
The pair wheeling every ride into a shared moment with others, posting their adventures on social media for all to enjoy.
It just makes people smile, so I want more people to see him. He makes people happy.
It's a bonus for the two as they bond over something they both love besides each other.
I just enjoy being with him, and he enjoys being with me, so it's just a happy experience all around.
Just adorable. Well, Han is a dog with an impressive array of hobbies because along with his motorcycle rides, he also likes hiking and paddleboarding. Well, up next on The Good Side, a garden with a bountiful harvest. You'll find fruits, vegetables, fresh herbs, and something with deeper roots. It all comes together to grow a community that feels more like home. You're watching The Good Side. We'll be right back. Welcome back to The Good Side. It takes time, care, and patience to grow a garden, and the same is true when you're building a new life. The Good Side's Julia Lopez takes us to a place in Portland, Oregon, where the fruits and veggies are vibrant, and so are the friendships.
Oh, this is the African spinach, this one.
Hello.
Hi. Mama is from Congo.
Rose Vakai immigrated to the U.S. from northern Nigeria.
So, being an immigrant, I came here, but I was lost. There's a sense of loneliness.
The region could be violent, but home was loving.
The truth is, I used to follow my grandma to the farm. So it's because in Africa, we believe that when you also go to the farm, your ancestors that have farmed before you are now gone. That's how you connect with them.
She grew a vision passing by community gardens. In 2021, her nonprofit DeRose Community Bridge received funding from the Portland Clean Energy Fund to build this, the Women's Rainbow Farm.
The name Rainbow means a combination of everybody. The whole idea is if you have trauma, if you want community, if you want people. We're all Oregonians, right?
She bought what was a vacant lot and gave nearly 30 women their own regenerative plots to grow fruits, vegetables, and food from back home. More than 10 countries are represented in these plants.
Congo, Kenyan, Tanzanian, the fact that most of them came from war zones, they're dealing with trauma.
Plus, some Southeast Portland neighbors.
And they did not only form friendship, they found purpose.
It's a big thing to connect people together. Like here, we together talk, know each other.
In the off-season, Rose teaches how to preserve food until the next harvest. Common Ground also allows farmers to practice their English.
Love and friendliness have no barrier, no language barrier. If you smile at me, I know you are friendly. If you show me love from your body language, I will understand.
That story proves that food is love. Now, we've all had those days where a meal doesn't just fill your stomach, it really soothes your soul, right? Well, the Good Side's Dedrick Russell introduces us to a chef who's using his life experience to help others heal.
Chef Sam Domenech has a story to tell.
Whenever I was going through the early recovery process, I found myself in treatment centers, and food played a big role in my healing process.
The chef celebrates more than 10 years of sobriety. He says food helped him get there.
I just, recalled feeling just so isolated and alone, in the early recovery process. And I remember when I would look down at a well-curated plate of food, I knew that I wasn't alone, and somebody put their heart and soul into it, and that meant a lot to me.
Now Chef Domenech is putting his heart and soul in Hopeway. He organizes 3 meals a day plus a snack. Area farmers provide fresh food, and then the chef uses those ingredients to come up with satisfying bites that help patients get to a better place.
So food has power, that I don't think a lot of people realize.
We want to be a leader in wellness.
Allison Karofsky-Mazie is Hopeway's CEO. How much of a percentage did your food budget increase?
Significantly. I mean, triple digits.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a large investment, and we really felt strong about this. As folks who are coming into treatment, it's already hard, as Chef Sam mentioned. So to feed them healthy, nutritious food that can be soothing and supportive and, make you feel comforted is really important.
Research shows 1 in 5 adults will experience a mental condition each year. And if that one makes it to Hopeway, their mind and body will be fed well.
I don't have a cure for cancer. I don't have a cure for depression, but I can pour my heart and soul into a plate of short ribs and pass it off one person to another, and let them know that that I'm with you on this, and don't give up, The best is yet to come.
When something can be put to good use, there's no reason for it to sit around and collect dust, right? Well, up next on The Good Side, a group of volunteers is breaking out the bicycle grease, tire pumps, and all the tools to get these old rides ready to help people who need them. We're going to be right back. Welcome back to The Good Side. There's a thrift store in Texas where you'll find all those usual thrift store things.
We have records, we have home decor, we've got women's boutique apparel.
Well, but behind those bedazzled boxes, secondhand shirts, and giant stuffed animals, there's something you can't put a price on. Thrifted Treasures is run by Gunter Ladies for Tomorrow. You'll find items for as little as 25 cents. The big bargains do something even bigger for the community.
All the money that we then in turn give back in scholarships and community projects.
We've increased our scholarships from $500 to $1,000 each.
And we all love a little retail therapy, right? Volunteers say the low prices allow everyone to treat themselves. Maybe you bought a bicycle years ago with the best of intentions, right? And now it's collecting dust. Or you've got a well-worn bike you just outgrew and it's taken up space. The Good Side's Myra Ansari shows us how a nonprofit in Kentucky is giving those old rides new purpose, and in doing so are helping people reach new destinations.
We work here in the mornings.
Behind Beargrass Christian Church
Just replace this.
is a garage.
What you're seeing here today is what happens all the time here. It looks like it's surgery. Hydraulic brakes. We're a well-kept secret.
With busy people.
The group is just a lot of former bikers, a lot of retired guys.
I like it. We're giving to the community.
It's almost like a guys club.
A club with a mission. It's called Pedal Power.
People found out about it, and all of a sudden the bikes started showing up outside of this garage here. and we couldn't stop it. I mean, they just kept coming and coming.
All righty, folks. All right, thank you. That's a nice one.
Everybody has a bike sitting in their garage or attic or basement or somewhere that it's not in use.
Some girl will love that bike.
Why not, instead of throwing them away, give them to an organization that can fix them up and find people that can use them?
The pedal power bikes give people that freedom and independence that they may not have had.
We'll rinse it off now.
People like refugees.
We knew that community came here without cars, without money, without driver's license, and they needed a form of transportation other than TARC. Okay, Terry, these two are giants.
They also give the bikes to area community ministries.
I just get these. Those two right there?
People getting out of prison and the homeless.
There we go, Terry.
Terry Robinson has received a bike from Pedal Power in the past.
Man, I'm glad you came today.
Thank you. Great people in our community. There's great people out of the community.
This time, he's passing the gift forward, picking up a bike for someone else who needs it.
It made me feel good. I'm 55. I got less days in front of me than I do in back of me, so I want to do something good.
That looked like they're in pretty good shape.
And he does this often.
I met a girl on a bus stop the other day. She was late for work, and she needed a 24-inch bike. My trick.
All right, thank you.
All right. So I came out here, got it, and I delivered to her job for her, and she was so happy. And that kind of stuff like that brings joy to my heart.
Joy, like being a kid on a bike again.
Brings a smile to my face. Well, that is it for us. I hope you smile too this half hour. The Good Side, real stories that inspire, uplift, and remind us that even in the tough times, there's always another side. The Good Side. We'll see you back here next week. Have a great day.